Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Cars and Health Bars. As you can see my screen. That's right. As promised, we have for you today the Bowling Green Cars and Coffee bracket. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you stay to the end, there might be a surprise segment for our gaming topic. Let's get right into it. So, Jordan, can you explain to the audience why we didn't attend Streetcar Takeover?
Well, I was running on like no hours of sleep,
And it was
and
really
I
hot.
was very tired already.
It was pretty hot, too.
I was like super sunburnt, so
And not only that, but I felt a lot better about not going because on my way home it came a torrential downpour.
it did, dude.
So I was like,
I
okay.
was like, oh, that was good timing, I guess.
Yeah, like I got home and it like bottom fell out of it.
Yeah.
But we did go to the Cars and Coffee and we stayed there like literally the whole entire event. And it
Yeah, we
was,
stayed there till like what, lunchtime almost?
yeah, like 11, 12 o'clock. It was a big turnout. It was a lot of fun.
It
Uh,
was. That was a good one.
so, of course, we have our bracket here. Might have to do some moving around because I'm using my Google Docs instead of downloading all the photos. So we might have some kind of rough around the edge pictures pop up or something. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. Don't want to waste any time here. We've got the white C5 against
The Jake skull on it, dog.
this old T bucket here, or Model T.
Yeah, that's got flatwood there, don't it?
Uh,
We get the zoom in action real quick. We gotta verify.
yeah, it's got flathead.
Oh, that's flathead. All right. Yeah, I like that.
Flathead done really well.
So we got really cool rat rod, kind of like true to like the 70s, 80s style, maybe, or really even before that. I would say that's more like the 40s, 50s era.
Yeah, the C5 too. The only thing that kind of kills it for me, other than the 5.7, is it being convertible. Like I hate that so
The
much.
convertible is the only thing that kills it. Yeah, 5.7's fine, you know.
Yeah,
If you really wanted better, you could go to the junkyard and just get a 6.0.
very true. Yeah, you're
I
not wrong
mean,
about that.
you're just gonna weigh a little more. Maybe get some better springs for the front if you're really worried about it.
Yeah, so I
You can
think
adjust the ride height with the leaf spring though, so I mean you don't even gotta worry about that.
yeah, I like too how it's got open header coming right there by
Yes,
the.
sir. Dude, I just love rat rods.
That thing's definitely going up.
You know that thing's like a 3 or 4 speed too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I got the rat rod for sure here. That thing is super dope.
for sure, man.
It's like
It's
a 30, 32 Ford coupe,
yeah.
Chevy coupe.
We
I think
got
that's
the
Ford coupe.
uh oh my gosh, this is what I was talking about. Okay, so ignore that. So we got the
That's what to
Turbo
say.
S550. That thing was very
Yes,
nice
sir.
against the NAOBS, which I was like drooling over.
Sheesh, bro. That thing,
Like I had to take a
that
few
is the
extra pictures.
embodiment of someone. The embodiment of either one great fabricator or a really great team. That truck was really well, like the build quality on it was so amazing. And then not even just the fab work, it's like the whole engine harness was really nicely tucked. I see a lot of cars on like Terminator and shit, and it's just got wires everywhere, man. Like it's so hard to even tell what harness goes where. Like keeping that organized is such a great thing to do.
Yeah. And like all the pie cut like intake piping and
Yeah,
the exhaust was all done up, like everything he could have put his touch on he did. And not to mention the interior, all like custom upholstered, like red looking like velvet kind of, or not red, like leather. It looks so clean, man. Like
yeah. Nice
this
holly screen.
this truck just like it did it
Door
so
skins.
it did it so much for me too. And
The
like
paint, the hood being carbon fiber and them just having it as a stripe. It's a painted carbon fiber hood. I love that.
yeah,
That's like kind of sleeperish, really.
it's definitely a track truck, like hands down. Like don't let it
And it
not
had
be.
like full tubular. Not, no, it wasn't full tubular, I don't think, but it had a really nice
Yes,
suspension setup. And this truck, I guarantee, would be great in autocross because a lot of people think IRS really matters in it, but in autocross, you're typically not um, having way more traction on one wheel than the other. You're usually at a point where you can get really good traction at both wheels, and that's what's great about straight axle.
Yeah, and I see people kind of debating this because it's probably only making like 400 or 500 horse, and it's like everybody thinks
Maybe
you
not
gotta
even that, but still.
gotta be boosted. No, dude, like this is a beautiful NA truck. It gets down on the track.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
It ain't drag.
it,
It isn't a drag truck. It's purpose built for autocross and street, and there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, autocross really 600 horse is like the max that you would want
I'm not.
to
I'm
be
not.
really competitive.
I'm not gonna let horsepower win me over on this one. And not only that, but in the end of the day, it's an S550 that I see probably regularly on
Dude,
the
that
street.
thing, look at that intercooler, dude.
I mean, that thing's a brick. I mean, that's a brick. But
That thing was nice, dude.
I can't let that go over the OBS because it's just like
Yeah, but I want to look at this Mustang a little bit more. Zoom in on there. We see what we got going on. We got a pie cut intake there too on that. No, I think that's just a pipe.
Yeah, it's just the inlet pipe.
That turbo
That
blanket,
thing
nice.
that thing had a big
Yeah,
turbo,
that's
dude.
that's a custom welded pipe. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a metal pipe. That's aluminum.
but yeah, that turbo was enormous.
Yeah, it was huge. I want to know what that thing put out.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure like
I
12.
wish we could have seen like more about the build because you don't get to see the fuel system and
Yeah, that's what kind of sucks
suspension.
about Cars and Coffee is everybody's kind of mingling, and you can't really tack down who owns what to ask them questions unless they just roll up and you see them get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I personally reached out to the owner of this truck, and I was like, "Hey, man, we should do like an episode or something together." And he was all for it, which is awesome. So be looking for that in the future. I'm sure this guy has a lot of stories about how his truck was made. Even the bed,
I would
like
just love to hear about, the fabrication and whole process that he went through with it.
yeah, and even the inside of the bed was cut out for like an entryway for the rear diff and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that thing was nice. That was an aftermarket diff. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is strange or
I don't
what.
know.
I didn't see no branding.
I know he had a PST drive shaft because I know what that drive shaft looks like.
Yes, sir. They're so cheap, and I wouldn't say cheap, but they're
No,
a really
I would-
affordable price.
I would say cheap because there's a place
Yeah.
local wanting to charge me triple, and like this place, a PST delivered to my house for like cheaper than that place would do it overall, like 3 times cheaper. I'm a big fan of PST.
Oh yeah, they great customer service too. They really help you out if you don't know what you're doing.
And I know we like to clown on Cletus, but he does all Cletus's stuff, and if there's somebody that is going to know what it takes to make a drive shaft to handle some power, it's that guy. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Cletus has 2,400 horse, mullet, whatever.
I mean, when you're just rowdy like him, you're gonna find a way to break shit.
Oh yeah,
That's just how it is.
Them being there with around Cletus and all those Florida YouTuber guys, they see some power that they've got to kind of implement into their durability of their their drive shafts.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my God.
Help me is messing.
I know. We should have did this in our normal way. I don't know why I didn't. Let's see. Okay, let's X out of this and go back to it. Should be now normal. We go to the top. Yep. So we got the gray Mach 1 versus the white Mach 1, which
I'm pretty sure we've seen the gray one before in a bracket.
Yeah, it was at Brian Tooley's car meet.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much just going to break down to which aesthetically we like more because
pretty much. I think they're both NA, right?
Yeah. Yeah, which this guy didn't have his hood popped, no big deal. I'm not a
We're both
fan.
gonna assume they're like headers, maybe cams, and intake.
I'm just gonna go purely off aesthetics, and I really dislike this body style, personally. I like the shaker hood on this one. Like
You're crazy, dude.
I can't help it. Like I just like, especially this color.
This is like the third gen of Mustangs, dude. Like,
Nah, I would say it's the fourth gen. The third gen of Mustangs is the Fox body. This is the fourth gen of
Fox
Mustangs.
body is top tier Mustang.
Yeah, I agree, but I disagree that this is a nice body style. I hate it.
You're absolutely out of your mind. I love this body style. It is so good.
It's the F body of the
The
Mustang.
4-valve just put people in its place.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't like the aesthetics, and that's just my opinion.
Fair enough. I mean, that's your opinion. I can't take it from you.
I don't like the hood pins because I'm sure they're not factory, and that's just dumb.
I don't mind them.
I don't like the tinted headlights. I I,
I
I,
do.
I don't know, man. And I don't like this car because
I don't know how you don't like that car. That car looks so good.
that color reminds me of a state trooper like Crown Vic in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Which,
Dude, that thing looks so good. I love the wheel color. And the fitment is pretty nice too, you know. I mean, it's not like perfect. Like, I don't like it. Like, stance cars are nice, but like a real car, you know, you don't need a hair between your wheel and fender.
I mean, I'm gonna let you kind of do whatever you want on this round because I'm not a big fan of either car. I like the eight
I really
spoke.
like both of them.
I like the eight spoke and the shaker hood on the gray car. I,
It's on the white car too.
is it? It don't have a shaker hood.
Oh, maybe it doesn't. He's got the aftermarket hood.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
he
okay.
does. Yeah.
Well, it's not a shaker, but he's got a.
No, that's a shaker.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
the OEM shaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also
That
like
car
the.
looks so good,
I
but
like
it's got
the.
some wheel gap is the only thing I'm saying
Oh
about the
yeah,
front. Maybe, I mean, I'm not going to be too judgmental. It's not horrible, but
it is pretty clean though. I don't like
man,
no
that thing could be a little
scratches.
lower, you know? No, I like that a lot. I would own that, dude. The wheels I really like.
Yeah, like the JDM style muscle. Well, I like that. Yeah, and this just got the
I
10
really like
spoke.
that
I
one
like the
too.
10 spoke too. Oh, they're OEM 10 spoke or 8 spoke.
I like those, man.
I like how I could zoom in on good quality on the Google, which is probably not good for you because you're in Discord.
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm pulling more gray car.
I am too, but this is purely
Yeah, the wheel
what
gap
color
is
combo and wheel do you like better?
wheel cap kind of.
Yeah, this could be anyone's round, really. I wouldn't say either one of these really lose.
I mean, it makes sense because they're literally the same car, just two different colors.
I own a white car and I wish it was silver, you know,
Nah, your car looks
or
good
like
white.
gray. Yeah, mine looks better than that Mustang, I think. But that Mustang looked good.
Yeah,
It's hard to make some of them new edges look good with some colors.
yeah, true.
I really fuck with that.
You see, I like it, but I don't like just the random carbon. I just hate it. Which I understand it's the hood, and people do carbon fiber hood, but it just looks so goofy how it goes down into the
Yeah,
fender.
it sucks the bumper. There's probably not any carbon bumper options, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I do
So
like the carbon
that
wing
kind
to
of stuff,
match.
but I really like it. That's
I love
a
the
nice
wheels.
looking.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got
the wheels
carbon
are
bumper too.
nice.
Yeah,
Splitter, but
uh,
yes.
yeah. On a drag pack, two bead locks, no
Yeah,
less.
some welds, I think.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
the new
I really like
Supras.
that. I like them too. They're a really nice car. A lot of potential from the factory.
Yeah. And we got a. Oh, okay. So the,
Otis's car.
it's not against it. I meant to take this out. This is a
Oh.
huge, huge honorable mention. I could not put this car in the bracket because it would be a shoe in. This car was super dope and boxer engine. It's just like you ain't gonna see another one
Locally
of these.
built by one man.
This is literally a SEMA car. I ain't even kidding. Like this car's beautiful.
He's a really good car enthusiast.
Yeah. And he had his little girl riding past her, man. Like, he got
Uh-huh.
dad points, too, for sure, from me.
He's such a great guy.
Okay. But, yeah, we got the... I called this a new edge. If it's
Oh,
not...
and zoom in.
It's not boosted. Oh, well, yeah, it's pro-charged. Yep.
I'm about to say, I'm seeing something.
Oh, I love that welded reservoir tank, too. That looks nice.
Yeah.
Welded aluminum. He also got a welded aluminum power steering pump reservoir. Oh, and everything, every tank, every reservoir.
Yeah, I
is
bet he
welded
made
aluminum.
those too. That looks like something Haney made.
If he did, yeah, that definitely... I mean,
See, I want to make.
I'm not hating or nothing. I'm around welders all day long, but that's not factory welded. I could tell whenever a robot welds stuff, and that's not robot
Yeah,
welded.
no, that's TIG for sure.
That's hand TIG welded by somebody who cares about their
That just gets me like, hold up, man. That's so nice.
egg. Oh, hold on, is this spray? That might be spray because
Yeah,
that's
I think it did have spray
That's
too.
right
This
into
dude
the
had
tank.
like everything done to
this
this car.
thing's
dude.
sleeper. Whenever I was first putting it in the
Yeah,
list,
remember the tanks in the back?
yeah, I was like, this car is gonna like be an easy out because I mean
Yeah.
it's just
The
like a
red
new
is
edge.
so nice.
Yeah, the red. I love the fat. He got the meats in the front too, front and back track car for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
or autocross car. Yeah, he got the. I like the 10 spoke. I like the 8 and 10 spoke wheels a lot.
Looks like just like a street car, man.
Oh yeah, if he had the hood shut, dude, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna gap this guy. It's a new Edge. He probably got two
Yeah,
valve.
it's really hard to tell this thing's even boosted because you don't really get to see that intercooler easily.
No, not at all. That's what's nice about the new Edges is you just never know what's going on with
You
them.
can be a sneaky boy.
They're pretty commonly built too. I mean, it's just as
I
popular
love
as a
them.
Fox body.
I would really own one. I would almost own one over a third gen. I think they look just as good as third gen.
They are
The only
just
thing
as
these don't have is T-tops. If they had T-tops, it'd be a no-brainer. Or Target top.
yeah. It's got a convertible, but I'm not a big
Oh, that
convertible
one
guy.
is convertible, ain't it? See,
Yeah,
I'm not as big on convertible, but the new edges actually pull it off pretty good.
yeah. I mean, you can't really tell, especially with the black accents. I mean, it almost just looks
They
like a black
usually all
roof.
have the support brace, so it kind of looks like
Yeah,
a Target top could be there.
yeah, right there. Man, this could be any round for me because I mean, super
Yeah,
obviously. I
I'm
just
taking the new edge.
yeah, I'm wanting to stay American. I mean
The
that
Super's nice, but I
it's
don't
out
know
the
what's under
box.
that hood.
That's the issue. It's out the box. This is like something somebody poured his heart and soul into building. It's
Yeah, for
like
sure. A lot of people would not build a two valve or three valve.
no,
I'm assuming this is two valve, but it could be three valve.
I mean, you have to assume that. So let's see. Okay, so we got to buy around the javelin. That's not it, obviously. I'm not gonna skip forward to find it. You'll see it later. But a javelin got the buy round over here. I accidentally took two pictures of the new edge, so you'll see that later on. But
Huh.
javelin got the buy round on that one. So let's see. Okay, I got to take some stuff out. We're gonna throw it to a quick break, and we will finish up this bracket and hopefully a little bit more organized. We are back, somewhat more organized. You're still gonna have to kind of work with us here, but let's. We got this DeLorean here.
This thing just screams 80s.
I've kind of got a hot take about it. The car is kind of killed for me because of all the fandom around Back to the Future. I never watched the movie, and I feel like that big of like a cult following behind the DeLorean. Number one, it makes people murder these cars by turning them into the movie car, which is like, God, it just like kills the value of the car for me, like them turning it into a movie car.
I like it.
But I don't know. I think the Buick, or not the Buick. I think the DeLorean overshadows a lot of the other like cooler cars, like the Javelin, all the AMC cars. I don't know. I'm not a big DeLorean guy, but
Definitely weren't like a sports car. They were more like, I don't even know if you'd consider them luxury.
yeah,
They're just their own thing.
kind of like an AMC against the Model T here from earlier, Rat Rod Model T
I ain't no Model T boy.
or T Bucket. Sorry, I got it listed as a Model T. Rat Rod.
Yeah. So, I don't know about you, but I'd take Rat Rod here any day.
Yeah, the DeLorean, we're probably gonna get some hate for that. I mean, the DeLorean is classic, and like you don't ever see them, but you also don't see the Rat Rods as much. I feel like you could go either way.
I really like that. I think a hot rodding, that's where I think it all begun.
And I mean,
It's with the flat head forward.
I don't know if the Zoom will do any good for you, but like this thing's got a full independent suspension up here, like all redone, disc brakes, like everything is like done up for it to
It's
be
still
like a
leaf
modern.
spring. Look, it's got the leaf spring.
Oh yeah. Still, it's got an all done up front
Is
suspension.
that? I can't. It's hard for me to tell. It looked like one. No, it's. Is it? I can't tell.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. See, move your
Oh,
cursor down to the right, on the right side
yeah, I got
by
you.
the shock there.
Yeah.
No, on the right side of the car.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
Now
Dang.
look, the bar below it. That's the leaf spring. There's single leaf spring up front.
Ah, I learned something today.
Yes, sir. Almost all of them are single leaf spring, just like Corvette is, like a C5, C6, C7.
Yeah. It still is nice. The whole front suspension being redid. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
for sure.
Let's see. Where's this DeLorean? I could take her out. Uh,
Did you already do it?
I don't know. Oh no, here it is. Okay. So next round, we have the Black Supra, and let's see, let's find the Black Supra here. Got the Black Supra
I like
against
that.
the for the sake of this episode, in my opinion, I think it is a, well, I don't know. It's controversial because the car, if the car is a kit car, it was done long enough ago for it to get a antique plate, because it looked all
They've been
original.
doing them for a long time, so it could be.
Yeah, it looked all original to me. I didn't check for the VIN, but it had an antique plate. It had a signature, a hand signature of paint marker from Carl Shelby on the dash pad, like on the passenger airbag side. Uh, I don't know. The car looked all original to me, but I'm no
Yeah, it
like,
was a 427.
for the sake of fairness, I guess, more or less, of the episode, we're going to consider this a kit car because, Jordan brought up some good points. If this truly was a original Shelby Cobra, it would not be just cruising around to Cars and Coffees. Like, this guy
I
would,
just feel like you wouldn't do that, but I could be wrong.
like you said, for the sake, though, we're going to consider this a kit car because, I mean, obviously, if it is a OG Cobra, it would have all means of
It'd have
winning
the win.
because that's, like, impossibly rare. But against the Black Supra, so I like the Supra way more than the other one.
Yes, sir. This one is really clean.
The splitter's a little long for me, but that's personal preference, of course, and that is, in the end of the
That's
day,
still
more
not too
downforce.
big. I like it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's just, it looks
I
mostly
bet he
stock.
tracks it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's super sleeper. For someone that doesn't know what Supras are, I mean, they would just assume this is a normal, like, Toyota sports car. It's very, like,
FRS
subtle.
or something, maybe, if you really didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is extremely subtle, like, the way it's built. I like it a lot. It don't have a big wing. It don't
I
have,
love these cars. From factory, they look so good.
yeah, and like I said earlier, just like the factory 8-spoke, that just, man, it
I
does it
don't
for
think
me.
that's factory.
Oh, you don't? Oh, yeah, you're all right. That
No.
is, looks like a Kia badge.
Almost look like Rahana RFX 10s
Yeah. I
or
think we're
HF or whatever. I can't remember.
I think we're both in agreement that the Supra is going to move forward. If Cobra, if it's just a kit car, and it's not impressive.
I would have the Cobra.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
I'm
man.
down for that Cobra. But I mean, what's your hot take here?
I would rather have something that I could, like, sleep around with, because, like, I don't know, you're gonna get so much attention in that Cobra kit car. Like, you're,
See, the thing is though, no one cares if that Cobra is actually that fast or not. Which it's got a 427. It's fast
it
enough, right?
it's still
It's a
fast in
light
today's
car.
terms. Yeah. You know what? The more I look at it, it definitely is a kit car because there ain't no way. I mean, you could add those in later on, but there ain't no AN lines on a regular car.
It might have been.
Not that color. That's like modern day AN lines. That's gotta be a kit
I
car.
think it is a kit car myself.
Yeah, I'm in agreement now.
But they probably did use AN lines on some of them.
Yeah. Uh, I will let the Cobra car go. I'll agree with you there. The Supra is cool, but
Everyone loves the Cobra, man. I'm telling you, that is the like American sports car.
yeah. Let's find this Supra. I do love that Supra though. Okay,
That thing
so
was nice.
we got the return of our OBS NA truck versus and this obviously will be a shoe-in, but I thought I'd include it. This factory
Grand National.
turbocharged Grand National, Buick Grand National. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It is really cool. That's why I took a picture of it. It's clean as all get out. Like, this thing was like a mirror. Like, no scratches, nothing. Like, you don't see it every day. A lot, the F bodies. Not a lot of people run around with them anymore. T tops too.
You mean G body?
Yeah, G body. Sorry. Not a lot of people run around with these anymore. They're just like not very popular, I would say. Outside of drag racing, obviously, drag racing it's a big platform.
I bet they still use quite a few in dirt track. I don't really
Oh
watch
yeah,
it, but
true.
they definitely have seen their use there.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously, no sense in wasting too much time on this one. The NA OBS goes up for sure.
That thing God, I could. It ain't even about like owning it. It's just about the fab work, man.
Yeah, like respect, mad respect. Uh, so we got a S350 or not S a GT 350.
It's a GT 500, sir.
Is it? I thought it was a
Yes, sir.
350. I would have swore I saw 350 badges on it.
Look at that blower.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I got it listed as a 350. I thought for sure it was a 350. Oh well. Okay, so that
That
changes
thing
this
is.
drastically. I mean, what you got on this M3 though?
Is it an M3? It looks like a 330i or something.
I thought only the M3's got the marking right here.
Man, you know everyone throws that shit in there.
Oh yeah,
That's like the Ricer BMW thing to do, man.
he did
I don't think this
like his
is an
laser.
M3. It's got,
They don't have any
yeah,
badging.
it's just not for me, even if it was. Like, no hate, but kind of like
But
carbon
kind of,
looks all right, but like
you'd have
I'm
to
not
be
a
up
big
close to notice the carbon
like
accents.
the car just don't do it for me, man. Zoom in on that hood though. I do like that wrap.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That texture, that's nice.
Yeah, I do like that. I've seen that before on cars. The color I'm not a fan of. I'm just not a BMW guy, really.
It's like a weird brown charcoal color.
You know, like I don't think these have the N54. Maybe they do. If it is an M3,
Yeah.
but I'm not replacing my rod bearings every 40,000 miles. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. That's really a real thing. Look it up.
That is terrible.
That's your recommended maintenance on rod bearings.
Well, that's obviously a
If you don't want to
kilogram.
delete them, I mean, you can.
Yeah. So the Mach 1 is back. We got a good placement on that one. Against, I had to step away and take a picture of this car, dude. Oh my
Yes,
god.
sir.
Oh my god.
I believe I've seen them before out street racing.
Big turbo, Monte Carlo. Like, I love the Nardo Gray. Like,
Yes, sir.
take my money. Like, this
Third gen
thing.
Nardo Gray is dream.
Yeah. If you're a big Cletus fan, I mean, this is mullet right here, but Monte Carlo version. Big turbo. I mean, like, he got the
Twin
meats.
turbo, right?
Uh, actually, hold on. Let's take just a second here because I took a picture of the engine bay. Yep, twin turbo. Sorry, it's on my phone. I didn't add this. Yeah, twin turbo. Man, this thing's nice. Like, absolutely. Like, it all done up drag
Yes, sir.
style. This thing would hurt your feelings, like, big time. This is probably one of the faster cars we got in Bowling Green, I would
8
say.
or 7 second quarter,
Yeah,
probably.
it's a good quarter mile car. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
that's
hard to tell exactly how fast it is just looking at it, but
yeah. I mean,
you can guess
twins are
it's at least low nines at least.
yeah.
Probably more like mid to low eights or sevens even.
I agree. Yeah, that Mach 1, that was an easy round for the Monte Carlo. Now we're moving on to the this T bucket. I'm right this time. I looked it up.
That ain't a T bucket.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's a 32 like ish
Coupe?
Ford.
Oh, okay. Man, I thought I did these. I'm not good with these 30s body style cars. So, anyways, we have the 30s coupe against the let me find it here. Man, I love the NA peak of the high rise. It is so cool to see that.
Yeah.
Uh, I can,
I like they actually use as a factory intake, you know.
yeah, you don't
Really
see that
not
a
a big
lot.
need for the fucking K and N. OEM intakes are really good most of the time, so
Yeah, people act
you
like
know.
GM's just
He
gonna.
might gain like if he's really pushing an NA setup like with a 416 and
Yeah,
shit, he might gain like 30, 40 horse. You know,
Pe-
really
people
I
really
don't see that
be
restricting.
people really be acting like GM and Ford and all these manufacturers spit out cars with like a air box that's taking your horsepower away. Like,
Yeah. No, they definitely like OEM ones on some of these newer cars really do a great job.
yeah, I know a lot of people keep the regular intake on the Vets, which of course, they're going to put the good stuff on the LS engines. But yeah,
Yeah.
LSLT, there's nothing wrong with using factory intake from any manufacturer, as a matter of fact. And the only thing that really I'm not a big fan on this car, and it's factory, it's kind of a taste thing. I don't like the red accents in the bumper. It's just so random. It don't go with
Is that
anything.
factory? I didn't. I thought it was only like
I don't know. It might be.
aftermarket,
It
but I
does.
don't know.
It does match the lettering in his Holly high ram and the SS, but I'm
He
just
probably
not
got
big
red
on it.
brakes too.
Yeah, probably. He got the side markers like you got.
Got 1LE wheels on the SS,
Yeah.
non 1LE.
I mean, I got a pull for the coupe, but I really love that 6th gen. But this coupe, like big block,
Yeah.
it got the front suspension,
No, that's small
everything
block.
redone. Is it a small block?
That's 350, bull.
Is it? Yeah, it is 350. Yeah, I like it a lot, and plus he's got like everything done up to it. He's got the nice fuel pressure gauge in the rails. He's got the nice, I think that's the
Yep.
exact same carburetor I'm running on my 350. Very nice. You can't put down an oldie that still gets down.
So, see, you got that leaf spring there,
I
all
wonder-
chromed up.
I wonder how much that thing weighs too. I'm sure it's heavy, but I'm sure it's not as heavy as people think.
I mean, like below 3,000 pounds, probably.
You got a 350 probably making like, I don't know, around the realm of 400
300 to
horse.
400.
Yeah, that's scooting for something that don't weigh that much.
That's why they were popular.
Yeah, and you can find them anywhere. So, with that being said, we got what I considered the T bucket moving on. I did not do good with my naming this time around.
The T buckets are, I mean, it's hard to call it a T bucket. Usually a T bucket would have no fenders and
Yeah, no top.
no, yeah, the top would be like, it'd be like, not a convertible, but like a Targa top at least.
Yeah,
It'd probably be more convertible style, but like no actual convertible top just cut out there. Like
Yeah.
a coupe, I get. Or like a roadster, I guess, would be the accurate term.
yeah. We got a friend of the show, his C6. Love it. I mean, boosted turbo.
Boosted, I don't know what it made, but I know it's a 408 stroker.
He's just like Brian. He's like, hey, man, here's the keys, and if for some reason you wreck it, make sure it's totaled. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like there, and he's a cool guy.
got boosted C6 against the also boosted New Edge. Got the Pro
Jeez,
Charger.
man.
I mean, I'm sorry, Theron.
I'm gonna, yeah, sorry, because I don't get me wrong, I like the car, but I know working on that thing, nah, ain't no fun dealing with them manifolds and shit.
Yeah, and I mean, you got. I mean, not only is it boosted, but it also has the nitrous to back it up. Like this thing, I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone would. That Mustang is like
not only
just
that, but
a
yeah,
clean car.
it's so clean. And I mean, how many turbo C6s do you see? I mean, they're all over
Definitely
Instagram.
common.
They're definitely more common than a Pro Charged New Edge. I mean, you see them, but not this clean, man. This thing
A
is
built
like sharp.
New Edge is like rare. So.
Yeah. So
A built clean New Edge, I have to say. There's a lot of like shitty New Edges for sale.
yeah.
Now back to the short.
Yep. So we got the back to the Rat Rod Model T or Rat Rod. Yeah, I
See
get.
that you could kind of call that a T bucket.
Yeah.
That's done like one.
I will say it's
I
got
would call that
super weird front tires. Like that's like a
That's
tractor
just like the
tire.
old school setup, man.
So weird,
Got
dude.
the old Steelies.
It's like the tire is like a tractor tire, dude. Like the tread on it.
It's old school, dog. I like that.
Yeah. We got two old schools then. We got the Cobra against the Model T, or the Rat Rod.
I got the Cobra still, man.
Yeah,
Way more aerodynamic, if you're talking about a track standpoint,
and I bet that
which
thing
is exactly what the Cobra was, kind of. That was kind of one of the main goals of the Cobra was to be great on a track. That's what Carroll Shelby liked to do.
Yeah, I bet this thing is just as loud as the Rat Rod too. Like
Oh, yeah,
that open
no doubt.
open
It's a
side
427.
burners.
It's definitely louder.
Yeah,
Way more displacement. Who's that dude standing there, bro?
I don't know, man. All those guys they eyeballing that car.
He got a big old mullet.
He got a big old mullet. Yeah, that it's gonna be hard to beat that Cobra. We got the
Thing is sharp.
OBS here again against the the five GT
GT
500.
500. Jeez, I really like both of these. The new GT 500s are awesome, man. You're picking up triple digits with relatively few mods.
Yeah, from the factory too, like out the box,
You
ready to
know,
go.
I mean, you're gonna drop a few thousand, but like it ain't like to make my Camaro get that fast. You know, you definitely have to drop a lot more than you would that Mustang. It's coming out with a lot of power and a lot of potential.
Yeah, and I mean a smaller pulley. I mean, it's just like that's the matter of some more power. I mean,
A
it's
smaller pulley and some headers.
yeah. That's what's so good about blowers is like the power is like God. It's so accessible. Like
Yes,
for
sir. And it's already forged internal, so I mean, it's like
you're so
turn the
limited.
boost up.
You're so limited with a turbo because to get more power from it after you've reached your limit as far as your fuel system and timing goes, I mean you got to get a new turbo, you got to get a bigger turbo. But like a blower, I mean you just get a smaller pulley. Like
Yeah.
it's so great. That's why
I mean, you still need more fuel, possibly. You could run out of injector
I'll always
or
pull
pump.
blower. It's just like that's just my memo. Like red light to red
Some
light,
people
that's
are
my
like
kind of
always
racing.
pulling turbo. It's just whatever you like.
I'm just red
I
light to
like
red
how
light.
easy blowers are. You know, it's a lot less maintenance and
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, and like no, you don't have to worry about plumbing too bad. Like it's just
Yeah.
nice.
It's just an easy package, really. And that's why I like it. It's easy. I can go get parts for it at the store relatively
Yeah.
quick.
Uh. Anyways, we got the I don't know. I'm pulling for the OBS. 'Cause I'm a fabricator.
Oh, I am too, all the
It
way.
it's gonna be pulling on my heartstrings this whole car because, like I said, I'm a fabricator. It just like
Can you just zoom in on them wheels? I love those
I do
wheels.
too. Like it's just like your wheels too. Like you bias, but I love it.
They ain't like my wheels at all.
You
What
got
you
the
mean?
like 10 spoke style.
Mine are the crazy snowflake looking
Yeah,
turbines.
yeah. This one's a straight spoke, but I still love it.
I like that.
It's gonna be so hard
That
though.
whole fuel system setup. I love that
Yeah,
regulator and the
dude.
lines to the rails right there.
The fact how clean this engine bay is, like as far as like there's no exposed wiring, there's no like lines going in any way, like everything's like so. It's just like this guy knows what he's doing. He actually obviously knows what he's doing, but he has a shop in Bowling Green that he builds track cars. If you can only believe that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we got the boosted Monty against the 30s coupe. So
This one
this breaks
depends
down.
on what you like.
I was gonna say this breaks down into if you want to go cruise and be a little fast versus like be fast.
Do you want to only go to the drag strip?
Yeah, that does kind of hurt me though. Like, don't get me wrong, this car is immaculate and I'd own it in a heartbeat. But if it's hard to drive it on the street and enjoy it on the street, man, that's all I want to do. I
Yeah.
love going to the drag
Probably
strip so
no
much
power
as an S
steering
guy.
or nothing, you know, like it can be done, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it can't be done. It's just it's not gonna be an enjoyable set. Probably doesn't have a radio, you know, like you can't just go cruising with the homies and that.
Yeah, that's one.
That car is just straight to business.
Yeah, that's one thing I hate is like, my buddies at work, they only have drag cars and it's like, hey man, why don't you bring it to like this car show or something? No, it stays in a trailer. It only goes to track. I'm like, man, that kind of sucks. Like you're so limited to your vehicle and that, I hate that for you. But if that's your
Yeah, for
business,
sure.
it's just like, but I want to get down on the street, man. Call me an attention, you know what? Because I just love getting looks, dude. Like,
I don't blame you. I mean, it's nice.
I swear, I'll never forget the day that I literally saw a guy like bobbing his head to my cam, like hitting the lick.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
like, yes, sir.
I remember when I was straight piped in Bowling Green it was
Oh,
like every
dude.
week.
It's like
I was
every
getting
time.
some dude at red light talking to me. I remember like it was as soon as I put my cam in, dude, you know, I got tuned like ASAP, but that shit was so loud and everyone at the red lights was either hating it or loving it.
Yeah.
And I was there for both of those.
I love that meme of that guy plugging his ears because there's a C6 at the gas station. Like it.
That was me, dude. There'd be a Karen yelling at me and Tyler and we'd just both go what? Like, what? I can't hear you.
uh, yeah, I'm giving it to old school. I hate to because I'm big on this Monte Carlo twin turbo, but
Yeah.
I want something
Nah,
I can
I'm old
chill
school
with.
all the way too. That's a really clean show car there.
Yeah, the fact that he brings it out to cars and coffees
It's all
too.
chrome. Like, you know how hard it is to keep chrome suspension clean? Like,
Yeah. honestly, I thought the Monte Carlo was going to go the distance, but and I mean it did, but I thought it was going to for sure be in the finals. But yeah, after putting in the perspective of not being able to kind of enjoy it on the street, that kills it for me. I'm a big street guy, you know. That's how I
I'm
roll.
absolutely. I want to be able to drive to the track and drive home
Yeah. So we got
with
the
AC.
yeah with AC too. I mean, yeah, these hot Kentucky days for sure. So we got the car that's been slipping through the buy rounds. This AMC Javelin. As I've said, I'm a huge American Motors fan. Like I think they're slept on, and I hate it.
Yep.
It hurts my feelings. It really does. Because AMC is a slept on car.
Yes, I love AMC. Javelin, yeah, I'm kind of indifferent on.
I agree. um,
Hmm.
I hate the nose on him so much.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is that? Is that push guard? Like, can I push that in?
yeah.
Reminds me of one of them old timey
Look
cigarette
like a
lighters. Like you
look
push
like
it in.
a Game Boy cartridge
I
about to
hate
be
it.
pulled out.
With that being said, the Bricklin, I love the Bricklin, man, and the Gremlin too. But the Javelin, man, the front end, it hurts me so much. And they're trying to be too much like a Corvette with the front, hood, whatever. But I love it,
Yeah,
but at the same time, I hate it. the I'm
that's
getting,
God's place.
yeah, it's got its place. It's definitely my least favorite AMC, and this is definitely my most favorite New Edge. So, the Javelin snuck through the cracks long enough. It's gonna be shot down because this New Edge is too cool. I think you would agree.
Yes, very
So
much so.
we got the quarterfinals here, all down to this. The OG, I call it the OG. We call it the Cobra Kit Car, renamed, against the OBS truck.
Peace, dog. I got my pick, and there'd probably be some hate for it,
I've
but
been I've been letting
OBS.
I've been letting you carry this Cobra on for too dang long.
Nah, it can't win the OBS. I'm sorry. Like the Cobra's cool, but at the end of the day, it's probably a kit car.
Yeah,
You know, I doubt he did any of the work on it himself. He might have. I could be wrong.
yeah. But
Could easily be wrong. But this truck is what I'm about. This is everything I love. It may not have AC, but
I mean,
that's about all.
I don't know. He had his little girl riding with him. She might want some
Yeah,
AC.
I mean, it may not have AC. It may. It's really not that bad.
I know it's got power brakes because it got that.
Like a turbo car with no AC is always going to be worse
Yeah,
because there's just so much heat moving into the cab wherever it can.
right.
It's not like it's going to be undrivable, but that truck I know is definitely going to be a comfy ride either way.
Dang, I was hoping I had a picture of the engine bay, but I must have not got a picture of the engine bay.
I mean, that whole truck just needs a whole video shot for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely. I cannot wait to
Like we need
collaborate with this
him
guy.
being Ken Block on the Bowling Green streets.
Yeah, for sure. The fact that this is a local truck, and not only that, but I guarantee you this is that guy's shop truck. Because, like I said, he's got a shop.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool as crap, man. Sorry, Cobra. I sorry, not sorry. This truck's too cool. Like,
Agreed.
so we got the Ford Coupe against the New Edge here. Old school, new school. I feel
Yeah.
like you might hold in the context of this debate between these two cars. I feel like you might start wanting to consider that it does have a 2-valve in it. But
I'm not.
okay, I was gonna say still it being pro charged and it having nitrous. Like I'm sure this car is still not to be laughed about.
Well, it's better than a 350. Like there's definitely that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Eh,
got 6-bolt main.
If
It's
it
got way better volumetric efficiency.
And if it had a Coyote, and worst case scenario, he blows it up, he's going to have a way funner time getting a hold of another 2-valve than he is a 5.0. Because those 2-valves are everywhere. I'm pretty sure people just use them as
Yeah.
paperweights nowadays.
I like them.
Not even hating.
I like T-Bucket too, or not T-Bucket, but Coupe too.
Yeah, ironically the same color. Just
Yeah.
about. Uh,
Both the like cherry red kind of,
I do want to point out the
maybe bloody nose.
yeah. I do want to point out something you pointed out at the show. You're a big louvers in the hood kind of guy,
Yes, sir. I love louvers.
and I feel like if we get down to the nitty gritty, you might end up giving it to the '30s coupe.
It's one of my dream cars for sure has always been the Deuce Coupe. I like it. I'd probably have a flathead though. Just I don't care about the
Yeah,
power that much. I just love. It's so cool to me that the head design at first was like, we're just gonna throw a slab of metal on top of this bitch and have the valves in the engine. Like
yeah.
that's just wild to me. Like overhead valve design. Like
But but
he,
from a support standpoint, man, there's so much more support for the 350. You can't
what do
really.
you mean? There's definitely support for the flathead. It's one of the most old school engines there is, dude. It's the 350 before the 350.
Yeah, I okay, I see that.
I'm all about the flathead. If this thing had a flathead, it'd move further for me, honestly.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, what do you have? What are we taking
I
into
got
our
the Cobra,
finals?
man. That's like my car when it's done. It's like gonna be perfect for whatever you want to do. Maybe a little more power than you need for some things, but
Yeah.
you could tune it back.
Okay. Let's throw it to a quick pause, and then we will come to you with our consensus on what's last. So to finish this little bracket out, we have our OBS versus our boosted new edge.
So, give me your take here.
I don't know, man. This if I was honestly to pick one that I wanted to have, I'd be stupid not to go with the OBS because of just like all the
Yep.
custom work. It's just like all
Yes,
custom,
sir.
and I mean,
Same thing for the Mustang too, though.
tell me what you
Maybe
think
not
about.
as custom, because I mean it's probably a prefab kit, but
Tell me
that
how.
still doesn't really take away.
Tell me what you think about this take. So, you buy both vehicles and look at you try to get both vehicles to that point. I mean, for the Mustang, other than the custom like fabbed reservoirs, I mean, you throw a Pro Charger and a nitrous kit on a two valve. I mean, that's not that difficult. But you have something like this where, yeah, it is naturally aspirated. Kit, no, the engines probably drop in. It might have a cam. I don't know what it still is. But if you look at all the others, the drivetrain, the interior, all the like custom wiring and everything as far as that
H-Art,
goes, yeah, that and also the suspension, all the suspension was redone. It
yeah.
would take much longer and much more money to get this truck to the stage it is now. And if you look at it versus the new Edge,
Yeah, for sure.
and
I think you'd be dumb not to take this truck. Maybe that Cobra over it if you're really trying to argue another car on here.
yeah,
But
I could say one other thing that kind of does it for me if I'm really nitpicking is obviously it being convertible. That's obviously a big turnoff for me, but
yeah,
uh,
I'm a truck guy too, so
I'm
muscle
nitpicking.
trucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Muscle trucks are the mullets of cars,
Yeah.
and like
That's that body
going
style too.
fast.
That generation. It's late '80s, early '90s body style truck. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that would be really early '90s because that girl. I almost want
Square
to say it's
body
like
to
'89.
OBS. There's your mullet trucks.
Yeah. Single cab, short bed. Don't get much better than that.
It don't.
Uh, yeah, hands down, OBS
Single
has
wide
got it.
box.
Like, and like I said, we hope to collab with this guy, or at least have him on, do something cool. This guy's got such a cool truck. It's a no
Just
brainer that
check
he
them
would.
out. I mean,
Yeah,
I would say check them out.
check him out. He's on like Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. As he uses his TikTok handle as his business name. I think it's Rusty Nails. Yep, Rusted Nails and Co. Hot Rods. His Instagram handle is RNCO Hot Rods. So yeah, can't be mad at that. Very cool guy. Check him out. He's got he's got videos of him like welding stuff, and it's very cool. Love watching welding videos.
Yeah.
Ironically, these
Everyone
two
loves to
vehicles,
watch Fab.
these two vehicles are actually side by side. Ironically,
Yeah, I noticed that.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna throw it to a surprise segment that I teased to at the beginning before we run out of time. So let's throw it to a break and then go to that. Jordan, do you see what
What?
we have here?
Oh my God.
So
I like
can
this.
you take a guess as to what this tier list is?
I can't understand the first one. What is that? I can't see.
Can you tell that this is so this list is
This is gonna be a hard one. My
everything Jordan
God.
dislikes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you know who complains a lot
What is
whenever
the first one AA?
yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you know who complains a lot in video games? Jordan. And I'm like, I'm gonna compile a list of everything he complains about.
Jeez. I like this. This is a
Yeah.
good one.
I, I wish I had some more time because I'm sure I've missed out on stuff, but these are kind of like the key things here. So they're mostly gaming related, but I got a few oddballs in there. But yeah, of course, first is Battlefield 4 AA. I guess you consider it in the
So
AA.
what is the S tier? What I hate the most or what I
Yes.
don't hate the most?
Yeah, we're going from hate the most S to D, like, not so bad.
Okay. Okay. Let me this is gonna be a hard one. All right. For the AA, I'm feeling, it's even in the name, A tier, dog.
Okay.
If you use this thing, my phone number, I will put it out. Okay? Call me, because we're gonna have a talk.
We're about to have a sit
Okay?
down.
We're gonna come to terms.
So do I need to?
Artillery?
I was gonna say, do I need to tell you that this is an arty from World of Tanks?
Yeah, I could tell as artillery for sure. All right. We'll put it in B tier for now.
Okay.
It's got potential though.
It might
It's
be.
got a lot of potential.
This is all like kind of rigged up using MS Paint or Microsoft, yeah, MS Paint. So bear with me
Yeah.
on the terrible look of it. So
All right, Rocket League?
no, not Rocket League. More specifically, teammates that make your life a living nightmare.
So only bad teammates?
Yes, only bad
I
teammates.
can't include good teammates. It can't be teammates as a whole.
No, this is narrowed down to teammates you hate. This is a list of things you hate. You don't hate good teammates. These are the teammates that make you uninstall the game after their match.
Yeah, honestly, this is S tier for me. For sure.
I knew it.
I've never stressed so much over nothing in my life.
Homies in therapy over Rocket League.
I probably need it. All right, turtles.
This is more of a meme, but yeah, I know they get on the nerves.
I'd say
I knew something
we could
needed
put
to be
them
in
in
D
D,
tier.
honestly.
I
Yeah,
knew
because
something needed to be there.
they can be some chitin. So
You just hate the
they're
sound.
useful. They're useful on like Artie or AA. And especially my Rocket League teammates. I mean, this is linear. This is good.
So next is a Cackle Tune 350Z.
I cackle take 350Z. So usually it's just trumpet 350Z.
No, we're going all the way to the Cackle Tune.
Cackle tune.
Which do you hate worse? And we will say that is it. Either the trumpet or the Cackle Tune.
Definitely cackle.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Line cars are annoying too, though. I'm gonna go with B tier for now.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah, they could be A tier.
I was expecting it
But-
to be C tier because I mean, in the end, it ain't really that big of a deal. It's somebody else's car.
I really just like cackle tuning. I can't stand to hear that shit, man, because it's never one. It's always like a group of like 3 or more,
Yeah,
and you just can't talk to your friends around them.
yeah. So
I can't hear my engine over them.
Yeah. Can you tell what this is? I doubt it.
No, I can't.
It's a sleeper from Back for Blood.
Oh my god. A sleeper?
The run ender.
I'm gonna put him in A tier, honestly.
Yeah.
I really hate sleepers. They have done me wrong. Not everyone can play Carly.
Yeah. It's
And when
sometimes
you get,
Carly kind of like sadistically kind of watches as the you approach.
yeah,
I definitely am
so
guilty of that.
so I can't just when there's the corruption card for them, I just can't play.
Slumber party.
It's over.
So another one that is like, whatever. I got Bowling Green Police Department.
I really don't like Bowling Green Police. I would, but then again, I do because some of them are cool.
Yeah. We'll go with more specifically the Bowling Green Police that tail
That
you
I've had
and
bad
yeah,
intentions with,
yes.
or not bad intentions, but bad interactions.
Yeah. All terrible.
Yeah, we'll put that in S tier.
These are the guys that pull you over for having a street car.
Honestly, I've the fucking nerve. Like,
You're gonna tail me and my friends to the
I,
track.
I just like people on power trips. That really gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
And homie was on a power trip if I've ever seen one.
Just because you couldn't have a cool car back in your day don't mean you need to
I
torment
don't know
people.
what his problem was. He looked just like Porky the Pig
Oh
too.
my god.
If you're watching this, you look like him, okay? I'm still mad.
I'm
So
mad.
what?
So you definitely can't tell what this is. This
It
is
looks like Modern Warfare 2 or something.
I think it is, but I'm considering this a Black Ops 2 are not getting the diamond RPG.
Oh, on Black Ops 2?
Oh, what was the worst getting diamond for? Because I couldn't think. I thought for sure you said the launchers were the worst.
I know what was worse.
What was worse?
The worst thing was the Executioner.
Okay, dang it. Yeah. Let's just consider that because I was trying to think of the worst thing to get diamond on a
Yeah.
Call of Duty game.
Launchers are really good on Black Ops 2.
Okay, so I'll go with the
But
Executioner then.
the Executioner. See, I kind of like it though because it's a challenge, and
Yeah.
it's something I can overcome,
You're a guy for challenge.
and I did. So C tier. I don't hate
Okay.
it. I could do it again. I could definitely do it again.
I like that. So you probably can't tell what this is either. It is
Nah, I can't.
it is a
Camper?
it is a player camping in a corner prone
Yeah, it
in
looks like
Call of Duty.
MW3 or something now that I look at it.
Yeah, in Call of Duty it is
Oh.
a camper, corner camper.
It's so bad. The fact that it still exists.
More. It exists more now than ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in newer CODs especially, that's A tier. Older CODs you kind of had faster time to kill, but now it's just like you're fucked
Yeah. Yeah, it's
unless
like
you're good movement and it can get out of their crosshair. But
they always be ending
sometimes
your
you
kill
can't.
streak too.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is.
It's probably I don't know. I just looked up camper. It's probably MW3.
No, this next one.
Oh, next Call of Duty. What are you talking about? Oh! I got you. The next ID. Yeah, it's a IED from Call of Duty Ghost.
Oh, I can tell exactly what it was.
I hit all the
Wait,
all the nails.
Should I go ask my dad real quick? Because he honestly would have a better hot take on it.
I
Than me.
mean, I'm all for guess.
Let's see. I'll put him up there with artillery.
Artillery. Okay, yeah, they are pretty annoying, but they're not top of the
Artillery
list
is
annoying.
annoying too.
Yeah, you can definitely tell what this is. I'm sure skill based matchmaking,
Yeah.
specifically in Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's just gotta be S tier.
It ruined Call of Duty.
I don't know if I'd put it above either of those though.
I'm not gonna bother
I
rearranging.
definitely wouldn't put it over Rocket League because
Yeah, Rocket League's
I've
end all
raged
be all.
I've raged a lot more on that, honestly. Honestly, sometimes I just wish I didn't pick that game up.
That's so sad.
But anyways,
Next is
Obsidian Steve.
Yeah.
That was my gun, bro. I had
really?
that shit. So I had it. So D tier.
I know.
Yeah, the
It's,
fact that supply drops, I can just call it supply drops.
yeah, I should have just did supply drops as a whole.
Really. Supply drops, I really see. I don't hate them. but I don't like them. I really don't like that the way to earn them is not like super renewable. Like you can't earn a whole lot a day.
Yeah.
If you would actually get rewarded to unlock supply drops, I would like it more. But
Under.
since it's just a money scheme, I'm saying A tier.
Yeah. It is pretty. I mean, it ruined Call
It's
of
not
Duty.
gonna ruin the COD. If the COD's a good COD, I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if it's a newer one, like
okay.
I'm telling you, if MW2 had fucking, some weapon variants might be like nice tracers or whatever, but at
Black Ops
least
3
they're
was
not
cool.
like OP.
Black Ops 3 was nice with the bribes and everything. The chances
Yeah,
were
see,
kind of
Black Ops
dumb.
3 was the best one. I already know what this last one is, though.
What is it?
Now, that isn't an LS there, I don't think,
Uh,
but I know what that is.
what is it?
It's a header bolt broke off. It could be a 5.4.
I looked up.
It could be,
I looked up head bolt, and this is what I got.
yeah.
So just assume
It could be a modular engine 5.4, 3 valve.
just imagine
LS.
it's like
It ain't a LS.
imagine worst case scenario a broken bolt in a really bad spot. We'll just consider it that
Yeah,
because
I
you're
mean,
you're pretty good at getting
it
header
really
bolts out.
depends. It depends on the area.
You're really good at getting header bolts out. But like I was looking for like a head bolt or like something that would be kind of a pain to get to.
No head bolt has beat me yet.
Yeah.
I can say that.
You're gonna break one tomorrow and not be able to get it out. You done messed up. That's like
I don't break them.
that's like a machinist saying I've never broke a
I've
tap.
cross-threaded one before, being stupid. I get mad. I don't as much anymore, but I'd get mad.
Yeah. Well, let's just say
And
worst
anger got
case.
to me. I don't deal with anger too well. I'm a mechanic, obviously. Like I just spray brake clean in my eyes to erase my memory of what I saw.
Oh my god.
But anyways, I'd put that in C tier. I can
You're pretty good at getting
know,
bolts out. I
if I
could.
can't get it out, I'll pull the head. Like it's not the end of the world.
I was trying to think of something automotive that you really struggled with, but I really because you're pretty good at getting bolts out, and I was like, that is kind of something that people can relate to, but not you really. You're pretty good at getting bolts out.
I don't quit. Okay,
I've
we don't
seen
give up around here.
I've seen you get some pretty gnarly bolts out of a head before.
If they're cross-threaded, it's a different story.
Yeah, but
That's
like
you gotta drill it. But
yeah, even then,
if
it
they
ain't
just
that
broke
big.
the head off, that's no big.
Homie got the welder and all
Yeah,
the tricks in the book.
If a fucking spark plug cross-threads, I'll fucking fix that shit too. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm paid by the hour, not by the job. I'll
Yeah, I
figure
mean,
it
if I
out.
was flat rate, I'd definitely not like that a lot more right now.
Yeah,
But since I'm hourly now, it's whatever.
yeah.
I'm getting paid.
I thought this was a great idea. Like,
Yeah, I really like that. That was fun.
I was like, everything Jordan hates in the tier
I got
list.
to looking for a second. I was like, what? I was like, oh, I see now.
It's like walking into an AA meeting. It's like everything you hate.
Yeah, for sure.
All
I
right.
like that. That was definitely good. We'll have to make one for you.
I don't know. I don't hate stuff as much. I know I've been getting big into Isaac. There are some Isaac items that like make me want to freaking just.
I can think of a few things.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. We'll throw it to an outro, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Be sure to rate, favorite, like, and share our episode. It really helps get the podcast some exposure. And if you have time, go check us out on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're always posting really funny memes on our TikTok, and we would love to see you there and interact with you. With that being said, we will catch you guys in the next one.